Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Dong Report, where I give out my favorite MLB home run picks of the day. For today, Thursday, August 10th, I got 3 home run picks for you guys. Before we get into those, we need to do a recap of yesterday, but unfortunately, yesterday was not our day. I gave out another 3 home run picks on this YouTube channel. We did not get any of those 3 to cash. We end the day down 3 units, but luckily, just 2 days ago, I got 2 of my 3 home run picks to cash, ended that day up 10 units. So we are able to afford an 0 for 3 day. Obviously, we don't want that again to happen today. Overall, for the Dong Report, that brings our total profit to 59.7 units plus 59.7 units, which is still insane, up just under 6K on the Dong Report for $100 unit bettors with an ROI of 12.63%. As I mentioned, I got 3 more home run picks today. Before I get into it, if you are not already, if you're new here, would appreciate it if you could subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you are returning, welcome back. I appreciate you. And let's chat dongs. Play number 1. In the Braves versus Pirates game, we're going with Ozzie Albies to hit a home run plus 460 odds at FanDuel. So my apologies, this game starts soon. I got a late start as I went to a concert last night, so I slept in. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this one because depending on when you're watching it, you might not be able to get it in. But we are going with Ozzie Albies. Bailey Falter pitching for the Pirates. It's really bad. He's a lefty. Ozzie Albies crushes lefties. Ozzie has hit 2 home runs in his last 10 games, but we're counting on that to change today, and he'll get one for us today. Ozzie Albies was our first pick, breezing past that one. Next up, in a game that you will have more time to lock in, the Nats versus Phillies game, we're going with Kyle Schwarber to hit a home run. That is at plus 325 odds at FanDuel. So Kyle Schwarber, he is absolutely back. He had a rough stretch where he went, I think, like 8 to 10 straight games without hitting a home run, which is pretty bad for his standards, especially when he's not giving you anything else at the plate. But he got the day off yesterday. Prior to that, he had hit a home run in 2 of 3 games, including hitting 2 home runs in the same game back on August 8th. So we get a refreshed, rejuvenated Kyle Schwarber after the day off yesterday. Phillies Stadium is also incredibly juicy from a weather perspective for home runs to be hit. I absolutely love that perspective. And the Phillies in general have been mashing. In this home series against the Nationals, they've been just crushing home runs. So I also love the fact that the team is hot and Kyle Schwarber has been hot as well. Pitching for the Nationals is Patrick Corbin, essentially target practice when he's on the mound. Despite the fact that he's a lefty, Schwarber has a pretty massive matchup advantage against him. And then looking at Schwarber, in his past 14 days alone, he has an ISO rate of 32.5%, which is really good. Remember, ISO rate stands for isolated power. Anything 25% and above is considered excellent. So even though Schwarber went like 10 straight games without hitting a home run, still got a really good ISO rate. And I also love the fact that he is at home. If you open up that sample size a little bit, we're looking post All-Star break, so July 14th till now. His ISO rate at home is up to 38.6%. So he's at home where he crushes. He crushes lefties. He's got a crushable pitcher on the mound in Patrick Corbin. I love Kyle Schwarber tonight. And next up, our last pick of the evening, we're going with the Rockies versus Dodgers in Mookie Betts to hit a home run plus 350 odds at FanDuel. Now, for those of you that have been following along with the Dong Report for a while now, I'll never forget Mookie Betts. I had a day, this is probably about a month ago, where I had 4 home run picks and I got 3 of those 4 to cash. The only one that didn't was Mookie Betts. If he had hit a home run, we would have turned $5 into $1,900. So it's always tough to forget that, but it has been long enough now that we can forgive him. And similar to Kyle Schwarber, he has been on fire recently. He's got 4 home runs in his last 10 games, and he just went back-to-back on August 6th and August 7th. He had a home run in back-to-back games. Now he hasn't hit one in the 2 games since, but we're confident that's going to change today. This is another really great weather game from a home run perspective, for home runs to be hit at Dodger Stadium. And the Rockies pitcher is kind of interesting. So he started off the year as pretty much an opener, but his last 2 games, he went 4.2 innings, and then before that, 2 starts ago, he went 5 innings. So it's not as though he's, Iron Man going 7, but going a little bit deeper into games, which is good news for us. He's a lefty. Mookie Betts has the extreme advantage against him as well. This is according to Ballpark Pal. which looks at the batter-pitcher matchup, puts this in extreme advantage for Mookie Betts. And Mookie, he crushes left-handed pitching. If you look at his ISO rate splits, and this is on the entire year, so a massive sample size, his ISO rate against right-handed pitchers is 25.6%. That's still good. That's excellent. That's literally by FanGraphs standards considered excellent. Well, guess what? Against left-handed pitching, his ISO rate jumps all the way up to 40.6%. That's like better than Shohei Ohtani numbers over the course of an entire season against left-handed pitching. And if you look at his last 14 days specifically, isolated against left-handed pitching, he's got an ISO rate still of 40%. So even with having a colder stretch at the beginning of that time frame, he still has an ISO rate of 40% against left-handed pitching. So between the three of them, I love all of these. All three of them are going to hit a home run for us. Catching this Dong report and the Dong report parlay. Now remember, I put 1 unit on all of them individually, and I put about 0.05 or 0.1 units, which is just for me $5 to $10 on the parlay. But today feels like a 3-0 day. If you are tailing, comment and let me know. Other than that, remember to like the video, subscribe, all that good stuff. Thanks for watching, and have a good one.